If you're a heat and air machine technician or even a salesperson, why should you go over pricing from the beginning of your call, and why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Bell, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business, and a fantastic day to talk about you. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about price conditioning. I want to talk to a little to you about priming. Price conditioning is this: if we put a plot on the timeline here and say, I'm going to walk through the door here and I'm going to ask for money here, I need to give some sort of ranges of what the product, the service, the repair is going to cost. So price conditioning is this: hey, here is how we operate. I want to go over a few prices with you. Your repair will fall into one or more of these categories. This is a simple version of the scripting if you are going over, because you want that buyer to be prepared or primed for when you get later on into the sales call. And so when I would ride with technicians, the best of the best technicians would make sure from the very beginning, hey, want to let you know, here's the thing, here's our dispatch fee, $79, $99, whatever the number is, okay? And then they would go over and say, hey, we have levels to our repair. Our level 1 starts here, our level 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ends here. And so a level 1 repair, back in the day when I was a technician, was like $72. A level 3 repair was $132. A level 6 was $636. And so we would, as technicians back then, go through and say, hey, look, you're going to fall into one of these categories. And the reason we did that was get the person used to it. Now, inevitably, there was always the person who would look and they would straight go to a capacitor, and a single capacitor was like 132, a dual capacitor was 252, that was a level 4. They would freak out, right? And they would like, I am not paying 132 for a capacitor. I'm not paying $252 for a dual capacitor, because in their mind, they thought that was like a $10 part and they should cost $70 or $80. And it was easier to have that conversation at the very beginning and say, hey, they would say, I'm not going to continue the service, than to be there and argue for 3 or 4 or 5 hours about a $20 part, okay? So you should absolutely do some sort of price conditioning, which ends up being priming with your buyer. And this right here is why you should join HVACTechSecrets.com. It's a URL, type it into a browser. It'll put you on an email list, right? I'll send you like 2 emails a week. Ooh, 2 emails, okay? You have to get this out of the way. You have to have the conversation and say, here is what a price could be. You want them to be prepared and go, okay, no, for whatever reason, the average consumer thinks that if they call a heating and air company somewhere in the United States, their average ticket is going to be like $150 to $250. And that's not the case. Systems are super expensive. And if you're not in California, change the number by cutting it in half. Systems are super expensive. Service is super expensive. Labor is super expensive. Taxes are super expensive. And it's the cost of doing business. And when you take the time, when you go through the conversation and say, hey, I got to let you know, this is what the part could be, it lessens, it reduces the conversations that you have to have in the end. And sometimes, here's the last thing I want to give you. Sometimes your buyer will exclude themselves from you, and they will complain, they will be upset, they will tell you to leave. And you just got to go, okay, it's part of the gig. There's this much of the population that doesn't like pricing. They don't think it's fair. They are the person who says they can fix it on their own, but they don't fix it on their own. They can complain about price. You can't get caught up in it. You have that dude. It's usually a dude. 80% of the time is a dude. 20% of the time is a chick, woman, person. And you just got to get on with your life. You can't let that one person ruin everything for you because they had sand in their emotional crevice, okay? Be aware that through the door, in your door approach, it is absolutely vital for you to be talking about price, repairs, and not wait until the very end and have it be a secret sauce, because then people are like, oh, you kept this hidden from me. It's like, if you go to a restaurant, super expensive restaurant, they will not put prices on the menu. I've been to one of these in San Francisco, and your stomach kind of goes, what am I getting into? Same thing for consumers. Let them know what the money is up front. Let them know what it should be or could be up front, and allow for them to digest it over the space of time, right? I shot a video on time value of money, right? And if you're walking through the door and you're saying you got time down here and value right here, and you're walking through the door and you're saying, Here's some opportunities. It could be 250, it could be 500. A lot of times what they do is they go, oh, I hope it's not the 500, I'm hoping for the 250, which is cool. I mean, I don't want to pay a bunch of money for repairs when my car breaks down or when there's problems that I have, like with a broken tooth. I don't. Everything's super expensive. You got one of three things to do from here. Just one of three. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.